If you enjoy the show, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it to your social media platforms. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy the show. Welcome back, everyone. We have a great show planned for you today. Codename Johnny Walker is in the house. Johnny, welcome. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Also, brother, thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. So to give everyone a little context here, you're a former interpreter for the U.S. Navy SEALs, correct?
It's interpreter with military police with you guys first,
Mm-hmm.
and after that move as interpreter. But like after 1 year, 2 year, my title will start changing to technical advisor, cultural advisor, and at the end became part of the team.
Nice. So you're a father, a husband, a brother, and an author. We have I have your book here in the studio, codename Johnny Walker. Where can people find the
You,
book?
Amazon. Yeah. You want to say hi to my friend? Hi.
Hello.
Okay, I am busy. Can I finish? And we will. When I finish my interview, I will come. Can you close the door, please? I love you. Yeah, yeah. With all that and grandpa.
That's amazing.
This is a beautiful feeling. Yeah.
I can imagine. So where can people find your book?
Amazon.
Just on Amazon?
I think so. I think eBay, Barnes and Noble. I think they still have it. You like my T-shirt?
Nice. I love it.
Yeah,
I'm actually wearing Tequila Cop.
I know.
He's out of Tennessee.
That's cool. Yeah.
So what did you do before working with American forces?
So multiple jobs, and you saw most of my city. We worked together. Unfortunately, I didn't have like solid job.
Mm-hmm.
Struggling between 18-wheelers, truck driver, to running CD shop, to heavy machine operator and foreman. Yeah, but all the job is not pay enough for family to survive.
And how did you get hooked up, or with the American forces?
So, when in 2003, when American forces came to my city, Mosul, uh, it's not came as invader. And you saw that most of the people, they friendly, they love the American. And soon I saw the American forces. It's like, I want to work with them. No matter how, I want to fucking do this job. And I try so bad and end up in tragedy, drama, bullshit things until one day with Sergeant Bird,
Mm-hmm.
he have some cultural issue, and I fix it. And he asked me if you want me to enjoy his team. After all my desperate uh, running after my dream, nothing comes up, and from no plan, I get the chance to catch up my dream, and this is how I work with you guys, with the military police.
And I remember, there was a few times where we went on raids together, and one in particular stands out. Somebody had done, I think it was your brother. Uh, the the insurgency had done something to your brother, and we went and raided the one of the houses that we suspected them to be in. And I remember
Yeah.
coming out of the door that night, and as soon as I came out, there was a guy who popped around the corner. He had his AK in his hand, and just for whatever reason, I hit the step wrong coming out, and I slid and fell.
I
And
remember that now.
and he took off running. I was like, this is, happens to be one of the luckiest moments of my life. That he didn't. He was either scared or
He
whatever.
didn't. Maybe he scared more than you.
Yeah. I was more concerned about trying to get up than
Yeah.
anything else. But
Maybe this is what happened, make him confused with his like mindset thinking. Like, okay,
mhm,
should I shoot him or run away? No, he's laying down. Let me have my chance to escape.
right. So with working with military forces, military police, you worked with us for a year at least.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that still stands out that you still talk to besides, me or?
Bird, Sergeant Bird, Zach, who else? East, we are friend in social media. Who else? I met, I think, Marshall. Yeah,
Who?
but I think Marshall. I met him in San Diego.
Mm,
I'm
doesn't
not
ring a
from
bell.
picture. I have the picture. I will send it to you.
Okay.
I wish
Um,
we can have reunion. All of us meet somewhere. That will be,
that would be awesome.
yeah,
Um,
remember all days.
so how was it integrating into the teams, after working with the military police?
Actually, like the time I spend with you guys give me like uh solid knowledge about the American culture because it's different than Iraqi culture. You know that.
Hmm.
And give me enough knowledge to how I can set up myself for success. And at the beginning, you remember there is no anti-activity, and that's what I thought in that time. When I moved to the SEALs, it's different culture, it's different mindset, it's different uh, chain of command, different tactic. They use night vision, they use C4 to breach the door, all this kind of things, radio, uh, ear cover, speed, uh, all this kind of things. Like when I remember now, is like, wow, that's too much. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But the things make me adjust my level and my experience, not adjust, push myself to raise my level is when we raid one of the houses and we found a lot of uh 155 round RPG missiles, explosive device. This is where I kind of feel same, like, shit, this is my city, and supposedly I know what's going on, and I am Mr. Know Everything. I don't know about those people that destroyed my city. So from that time, I started like watch the guys how they work, how I can be better asset, work in my language. I end up using F word more than language.
Hmm.
Uh, Steals the magic word and start find a new interrogation technique, especially inside the target, and start building my name in SEAL community.
And you definitely made a name for yourself within the community. Everyone from Chris Kyle to Marcus Luttrell have, praised that you've saved countless lives by helping them, and I think America owes you a debt of gratitude for sure, in the
I owe
least.
them too. If you look at it well, uh, is between me and them. They saved my life too. I can imagine all the mission with you guys, with SEALs, away from politic. I don't give a shit about politic, but the forces in the ground, they risk their life every day to capture bad guys,
Hmm.
to risk Iraqi family, innocent Iraqi families. So, like me and the American forces, we save each other because our goal is capture, kill bad guys.
Right. And in your book, you mentioned that you and your family risked everything. Can you go into detail on how you risked everything in order to, you know, one, work with the team, work with American forces, and ultimately now becoming a U.S. citizen?
So at the beginning, you remember Wilson, and this would make my job easy to answer because you are witness. Like at the beginning, there is no anti-activity for American forces. Like most of the people, they are friend, and this is part of foreign policy disaster. They don't have a plan after liberation. They
Hmm.
just like let everything sit down. And this is kind of build the right environment and recruitment for extremist Muslim to start striking American forces. And when that shit happened, everyone worked with Americans. He became infidel, traitor, uh, someone who deserved nothing beside death. And in that time, everyone know I work with Americans because our job with military police is going to the training and visit all the police station. And when I work with you guys, uh, I establish a few mission, and my name is became like part of you guys, the
Hmm.
the most trusted interpreter you guys have. And this is kind of make most of the people in Mosul know me. So when everything changed from a beautiful things work with American to trader, this is what is make everything change. And imagine like my kids, we couldn't let him go to the school or go to the market. And my kids, they start live with the same community, force him to wear that shame
Hmm.
because dad worked with Americans. But no one think for 1 second what his dad did for Iraq
Hmm.
by cleaning the city from extremists, from people who's ready to kill and destroy everything. So it's big price, brother. And I lost my brother. They tried to kill me maybe several times. They end up uh, like from hunting me. I started hunting them, and I take care of my business. And I accept the price because freedom only price is blood.
I agree. Um, and would you say that it was a hard adjustment for your family to when you moved to America?
It's not because imagine Like the community I live in,
Mm-hmm.
they forced my family to wear shame and dishonor just because I work with you guys. And also, my wife, Beda, she started move every 2 weeks, 3 weeks from house to house, and sometimes from city to town, sometimes live in tent in middle of nowhere, close to Syrian border. And she had 4 kids with her. This is big responsibility, and it's a huge. And when we moved from Iraq to United States, we didn't move like regular refugee or someone like in southern border, just jump the border. We escaped. Like they put our name on the mosque, like we are the enemy of Islam, which I don't give a shit. And the funny thing is when I catch the imam of the mosque after I took care of some business with him, he started apologize. So they don't have real faith, deep faith. You know what I mean? So anyway, so my family, when they moved to United States, uh, it looked like same thing with you. When you fell down and you stood up, it's heaven, right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine like every day and every second, my wife and my kids, uh, big chance, big percentage to risk their life. So when we moved to United States, we felt the freedom right away.
That's awesome. And would you say that there's anything that you miss about Iraq?
Mm, no, of course I miss my memories. You know what I mean? I miss my family. This is something like every human being nature,
Yeah.
but uh, I mean, I have the option. I can go back and live in Kurdistan, but no, this is my home for good.
Happy to hear that. Welcome you any day, brother.
Thank you, brother.
So you got the name Johnny Walker from the SEALs. Can you dive into how you got the name?
Yeah, so every day we have target meeting 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And so we meet and we see which the target list, which one we going after, prepare all this kind of things, information. And that day we went there and they says, oh, just let you know, target canceled because there is dust storm comes in, so we cannot conduct any mission. It's like party time. So I went back to my room, small house inside the base, and they have gallon of Johnny Walker. And I start drink, I kill it, and I slept, and they came like by 11 o'clock, knock my door, and they open it. Of course, they are SEALs. They know how to open it. Things. Yeah, they do not fucking blow up the door. Uh, and they want to wake me up, and they saw me. I'm drunk, fuck, and bottle of Johnny Walker next to me. So they said, "This motherfucker, Johnny Walker." I like the name, honestly.
It's a good name that fits you for sure.
Yeah.
Um, you know, you've been credited by, a lot of SEALs and, other individuals for saving the countless lives throughout your career with the SEALs. Any how do you feel when people say that about you?
It's my job. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not better than anyone else who is cleaning the street, healing the patient, doing some admin things. I'm just lucky to be in this particular job to save the hope. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like any feeling like I'm special or no. Just like that's my job. And in the same time, the SEALs, they saved me a lot too.
And you had the chance to work with the legend Chris Kyle. Um, how was that in the movie? How was the movie portrayal of him?
You know, most of the movies in Hollywood, they have to put Hollywood spicy on it. Uh, it's very close, but I can add Chris Kyle, he's very humble. I mean, you will surprise how much he is humble and he know what he's doing. That's for sure. And he's funny motherfucker. In Texan accent,
Mm-hmm.
uh, that's for sure. Yeah. And you mentioned Chris Kyle, just let you know, just to see the relationship in our SEAL community. So he is the one who is tell the publisher company, hey, motherfuckers, you need to publish Johnny Walker book because it's very important. So when we start working together and uh, before we published the book, he got killed. And they asked me to mention in my book as much as I can of Chris Cal mission. Do you know how many mission I mentioned in the book?
How many?
0 with the Chris Kyle. Because I don't want anyone feel I use advantage from my brother blood and death. And I have to respect him because he is not here. I mean, if he's alive, I'm not going to even ask him. It's like, fuck you. I'm not going to ask him. Just going to write whatever I want, what happened. Because, we are family, we are brothers. But because he killed, I don't people feel I'm using his name. Because for me, his name is mean a brother. And this is more valuable than any book or movie.
And talking about books and movies, that kind of segues into my next question. Are there any deals on the table for you for another book or potentially a documentary?
My agent, he have a few deals. Hopefully, this year is going to be uh, starting on the movie latest next year.
Who you got anybody picked out to star in your movie yet?
I'm not allowed to mention anything.
Well, if you need an extra, I'm always available.
You're always welcome with me, brother.
um, how was the whole citizenship process? How did you? What advice would you give to those that are seeking citizenship, and how can they more or less streamline the process as much as possible?
I mean, the process, and it's better than another country. But when politics involved with the process, this is where it's the fucked up. From the beginning, I'm against Obama policy, foreign policy, and Obama policy inside the United States. And of course, after that, Biden. I'm big support to Trump. If you stop tweeting or X after midnight, uh, and that's put my name in kind of a freezing list until some Patriot American start move the process, and I took my citizenship in 2018. The only advice I can give it to any immigrant came to the United States: don't think about your culture to bring it to this country. You have to accept this culture, and you have to mold on it. And also consider this country is your mom. Just work hard for your mom, and she will pay you back every penny. And just to treat it well. Don't fucking fraud the system. Like, I saw a lot of fucking food stamp, bullshit, Section 8, insurance, name it. I'm not saying I'm an angel, but I'm saying I'm fighting myself to be the right American citizen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I get the citizenship. Yes, I fought more than 1,000 black ops, but still, I feel I am in competition between me and myself to deserve to be American by doing the right things every day. Like you saw my grandchild. I took her every day, every 2 days, 3 days, since she is 2 years. I took her outside and, hey, let's clean the street. And she always asked me, why are we doing that? It's like, you know what? Because this is our country. What is make me feel sad? Some immigrant, they use benefits from the system,
Mm-hmm.
and they present the immigrant in bad way. And this is not right.
In your book, you talk about going on morning walks on the beach in San Diego. Is there anything you miss about San Diego?
I mean, it's beautiful, but the problem is, it's the politics. They destroyed it, man. Like, you don't feel you live in the United States. You like in my street where I live in San Diego, in Hall, the street, I am the only one who's raising American flag.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up in the morning in El Cajon, go for shopping, buying something, and I saw the Afghani traditional clothes, or the Arabic clothes. Like, fuck, this is to bring all the bad memories when we fighting and killing, capturing the bad guys. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when I saw the trash, they threw the trash, all this bullshit. When I saw like they proud how they corrupt the system, it's hurt me. When they go to Macy's to buy some stuff, and after 1 week, 2 weeks, they return back the items. This is kind of hurt me. So I think it's right time to move to Texas, where I feel this is what I fought for. With all my respect for, there is good immigrant, there is good people, but high percentage of immigrant, they don't give a shit. They care about fucking, like, I asked several of them, hey, come on and work with me. Like, I'm fucking 6 years old. I work in a real work company, uh, and I learn a lot. And it's hard job. I can just like apply for SSI or apply for mental bullshit things, and I can get it easy. But it's like, no, this country need me more. And I offer job for them, and they said, yeah, we will work with you if you pay us cash, because they want to keep the government benefit.
Yeah.
So it's bullshit mindset. Anyway.
And so going back to the moment that you were in Iraq and you're working with the U.S. forces, how did you feel when they told you that you and your family would be coming to America?
At the beginning, they asked me. I told them, no, I want to stay because this country is going to be like German, Japan, this and that. But 2005, 6, when things getting worse and worse, I asked Juice and several team guy, and I told him, hey, I need to fucking move. I'm done. And it took us like 3 hours, 3 years, sorry, to move with everything legal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if we had Biden at that time, I'm just going to jump in Mexico, Tijuana, and cross the border.
If you enjoy the show, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it to your social media platforms. Thanks for tuning in. Back from the break. So in 2003, I know that I was just headed over to Iraq, um, and we had stopped in Shannon, Ireland, for a brief break before we flew into Iraq. And while we were there, we got the news that Uday and Qusay had been, you know, killed by American forces. Where were you when you heard the news?
I think I am at the airport with the SEALs, busy like doing some mission. Yeah.
And then so when they got killed, what was the city like at that time?
Some people they disagree by kill them. Some people they agree about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like I told you, the thing is, like if we leave it in just an army way to take care of business without politics involved on it, I think Iraq we will be different by now. But the problem is the politics, they put their agenda
Mm-hmm.
and they destroyed their sacrifice. Like, look what happened in Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
How much guys we lost, how much money, how much time, how much, name it. And Biden pulled the troops in shameful way, destroyed our dignity. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
this is my point. Politic.
And going back to something that you had mentioned, about being called a traitor to Islam and a traitor
Enemy of
for
Islam. Yeah.
helping American forces. Do you still practice in the Islam faith?
I never practice. Not because of anything. I respect our religion and
Mm-hmm.
I feel I am a free man. If there is God, no matter what you call it, I don't need middleman. I don't need to go to certain place built by human.
Mm-hmm.
So God, he can hear my prayer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he know what I have in my heart. So that's my simple belief.
And with going into how did you feel when the invasion of Iraq happened?
I I mean, you look at it, Matt, in Mosul. People they love the American, right?
Mm-hmm.
So people they are happy with it, but there is no plan after liberation, and this is where is the politic fuck the sacrifice of our soldier. They
Mm-hmm.
don't have like clear plan what we can do after we release all the Iraqi army. Those people they need job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Imagine if since we kick the old regime away, we started bringing all the big companies,
Mm-hmm.
American companies, and they start building. we will have sample of democracy and freedom in Middle East, and we will not have the conflict and the obstacle we're facing right now. Again, fucking Democrat. Like in 2011, when Obama pulled the troops from Iraq, who's going to fill the gap? Iran. And we let Iran fill the gap, and Iran started building militia in Lebanon, in Syria, in Yemen, in Iraq, underneath of God, Allah, you know what I mean? And a lot of people believe it. And now we have to go and fight it. Look at all this chaos happen now in Middle East. Have only one name, Obama and Hillary Clinton. So politics again, man.
Yeah, it's funny how politics seem to ruin a lot of things. But in some instances, I will say it definitely helps here and there. Now that you call America home, what are your thoughts on the two recent attacks, both in New Orleans and here in Las Vegas?
I mean, in Las Vegas, it's not attack. Because only fucking stupid rent Tesla Cybertruck who have like kind of bulletproof and put firecrack and fuel on it inside. You know what I mean? And we know, you know, I know this is not going to make any damage.
Yeah.
I think the Vegas is sending message to American people more than harming people.
What what do you feel like the message would be in that instance?
We need to wake up. We need to wake up. There is a lot of things going on.
With you.
Yeah. Trust me, you know me. I don't have agenda. All what I have this place called home now. I don't have other home. I'm not gonna fucking leave this country. I'm gonna fight for it. You know what I mean? But there is a lot of fraud in our system. There is a lot of fraud in Congress and everywhere. We need to wake up. We need to do something.
And so, what are your thoughts on them being service members and prior service?
Is honor, and it's give you more passion to serve more in different ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm referring to the individuals that did the attacks on New Year's and New Year's Eve.
Oh, New Orleans.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Okay.
On them being service members?
Oh, for the New Orleans, like you look at to him, he have some family issue, credit issue, all this bullshit. So where he's gonna go? To the religion, because religion is morphine the people. You know what I mean? And perfect match. But the problem is, same thing with the fire in LA. First, you cannot control all the maniac, sick people. You know what I mean? There is million and million people live in this country. You have to find one or two or 10 or 15 is reality. It's bad, but it's reality. But there is some staff, the government, they are involved with it. Without they are involved. How? Like San Diego. Half of town San Diego, they are homeless. and they give them salary, they give them all the bullshit, and they have rehab center, which is rehab center built to collect more money for a medicine company. It's the most bullshit program for healing. What do you think when those homeless, they have no money for a drug?
I
And
mean,
they are sheep. They are
yeah,
not thinking right. They can
I would
steal bicycle.
say anything from heroin to meth or
Yeah,
crack.
they can steal from your front yard, wherever. They can do whatever, or maybe they can make fire. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we build criminal kingdom, and we announce we are looking for freedom. It's like kind of joke.
Yeah.
This in Newsom, the governor of California,
Mm-hmm.
I would never let him fucking sheep my cow. Not state like California. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like look at this him when how he's react for people
Mm-hmm.
lost hope and home. And there is thousand like me and you, if we talk for 5 minutes, we will find thousand solution.
Mm-hmm.
How do not stop the fire only, but minimize the damage. He did
Well,
nothing.
and
What he
the,
did,
the
he
fact that they
encouraged the
took funds away.
school. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
What he did, he encouraged the school to teach the kids it's okay to be fucking shemale and female and female and TS, all this bullshit. It looks like we are under attack. Like Obama, he pulled the troops.
Mm-hmm.
Biden pulled the troops from Iraq. So Iran became the monster. We have to fight it one day, and we have to fight it now. Biden pulled the troops. It looks like we are run away, and we never fucking run from battle.
Yeah.
And Democrat now they teach this the kids without they have any will or enough acknowledge to become the right choice. It's okay to be third agenda. So we are under attack from fucking Democrat. And I think this is the weakness message from Vegas. Because
And
if you are in his spot, are you gonna rent Tesla?
no,
No.
I mean, I'm not big onto the electric cars. I think
You're
at
gonna
some
take like truck Ford 150 and you're gonna put all the explosive at the back of the truck and you're gonna put it in. Why you gonna put it in the front? You can just hit the entrance
Mhm.
and blow up the car.
and I think one, it was a failed attempt at. I mean, of course it did do some damage, but um,
No one
there
harm.
I think that it was a uneducated uh, and not necessarily a planned attack. Like you said, I think there's a message behind it. One, I think with the fact that it was a Tesla and the fact that it was done at Trump Hotel, I think that was
It's
a message in
message.
itself.
Yeah.
And then just to, kind of move away from this, going back to your time in the teams, what was your favorite weapon system that you got to shoot?
Uh, I like M4.
M4?
Is light. Yeah, I like it. But I trust more the AK. But it's heavy.
Right?
The AK, I mean, you can put it in mud, in river, in water, in dust, never clean it, still can shoot ass. You know what I mean?
Just like a Glock.
M4, yeah, M4 you have to keep maintenance, clean it. Well, I like M4.
Okay. So where can people find you on social media?
Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, yeah,
And it's all
code name.
under code name Johnny Walker?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Well, Johnny, thank you for being on. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate your time and your service to the United States of America.
And love you, brother.